All right, hey, what's going on, everybody? What's up? It's me, Hijo de Amigo here. I'm back. This is episode 31 of All Elite Again, the TEW IX series. And oh, my cat says hello. Yeah, and last time we had our big roster management special, woo, which is just a fancy way of saying we fired a couple of people and we hired a couple of people. So yeah. As far as the firing goes, nobody too major, like off the top of my head, we let go of Willie Mack, we let go of Cesar Bononi, Jeff Jarrett, who I completely forgot was in the company. He was just working as a road agent, and we were kind of just like, hey, you still work here, man? Get the hell out of here, man. So yeah, Jeff Jarrett got the boot. We released Britt Baker from developmental because she wasn't really developing as quickly as we would have liked. But yeah, more importantly than the firings, let's get on to the hirings, the people we actually brought in. And yeah, we can take a look here and I can show you exactly who that is. All right, we've got Andrade Cien Almas. Yeah, only 30 years old, really young. Oh, he's got some good pop too. So yeah, very exciting signing. He's got good stats. My cat is biting my arm. That's cool. We've got Cash Wheeler and Dax Harwood, FTR. Of course, we had to bring them in. We just brought in the Briscoe brothers. We're trying to get beer money back together. Yeah, now we're gonna have FTR entering the mix. So yeah, that should be cool. We've got Chris Hero, who he's one of my all-time favorite wrestlers, honestly. Like in his heyday, this guy was incredible. Some people may not have seen that era of him, but yeah, he was really good. Not super popular, but decently over enough. He's got good brawling, good puro, great psychology. Yeah, he's got history teaming with Claudio, so we can do something there maybe. He's got beef with Eddie Kingston. We got Fergal Devitt, the Finn Balor of WWE fame. Yeah, it's very over. He's gonna come in and be a star for us right off the bat. Yeah, I'm thinking about throwing him in with the Death Riders. It'd be cool to have him. We just brought in AJ as a big time babyface, so it'd be cool to have Finn Balor kind of as the antithesis. Antithesis, is that how you say that word? Antitha. God, whatever. I don't know how to speak. We brought in Finn Balor as the opposite of AJ, basically, and have him be a heel. Maria Kanellis, who has shockingly good booking skill, 79. That's basically the whole reason we brought her in. She's got good mic skills and charisma as well, and like star quality. So maybe she can manage people or be some kind of on-screen personality. But yeah, we mostly hired her for the booking. So yeah, she'll be joining the booking team very soon, as soon as she actually gets here in 23 days. Then we have Mike Bennett, or Mr. Kanellis, as WWE would call him. Pretty much just signed him because we ended up signing Maria. So I figured it doesn't hurt to also sign Mike Bennett. High 40s popularity. Not the best stats, but not, he's not terrible. If we ever sign Matt Taven, we could pair them back up. Or we can just have Mike Bennett, job to some people. That works too. I was saying last time, he gives off real Dark Order minion energy. He could just be another guy in that. Maybe. We'll see. This is not confirmed or decided yet. All right, and then last but definitely not least, we signed Moose. He was like the one Impact guy under an exclusive contract, and that came up, and I figured, yeah, it wouldn't hurt to add him to the roster. He's got a little bit of popularity, good psychology, good brawling, pretty good charisma and mic skills. I figure we put him in JR's group. JR loves his former football players. So yeah, I think Moose would fit right in with Brian Cage and Joe Doring. All right, my cat getting real weird right now. As soon as I start streaming. Yeah, so those were the signings last time. And yeah, we also ended off on a big cliffhanger. We're trying to bring in Bryan Danielson. His contract came up a little bit after all those other people, so I didn't even know he was going to be available. But yeah, obviously we've got to go after him, right? I'm not just going to pass up the chance to try to sign Bryan Danielson. So yeah, hopefully, let's see. Your offer is currently the only one he is seriously considering. So yeah, hopefully we bring him in this episode. It would be heartbreaking if WWE signed them or re-signed them. And also, this was an off-screen development. We're trying to sign Ricky Steamboat. He's got really good psychology, and I was looking at our developmental company, Tallahassee Elite Wrestling, and I noticed that not only do they not have a head road agent, lead road agent, whatever it's called. The only road agent in the entire company was Daisy Hayes. So, yeah, I think I asked Super Delphin to become a road agent. He's got decent psychology, and we're going to try to bring in Ricky Steamboat. The other option was Jerry Lynn, who, he works in ROH. We may or may not bring him in, but yeah, we're just going to try to grab Ricky Steamboat first. I think 3 road agents should be fine. So yeah, that was the off-screen development. Also, we've got some schedule stuff. Woo, schedule. You see here, July 29th, Dynamite. We're gonna do Dynamite HEATWAVE, like the song. Yeah, it's gonna, it's the last Dynamite of July. It's right in the middle of summer. Figure, we just do a big old Dynamite, since the next pay-per-view is not all the way till September. And yeah, on that show, we're going to do some big matches, which I'll get to that in a second. You see here, we've got a note to remember to borrow Kaylee Ray. We're going to, well, yeah, we'll talk about this more in a minute, but we're going to do an angle where Tony Khan announces that Awesome Kong is defending the women's championship against a secret opponent. Ooh, who's the mystery challenger going to be? And yeah, it's going to be Kaylee Ray. We're just going to borrow her from Stardom. Yeah, basically the reason we're doing this is because we don't have, I talk about this all the time. We don't have too many women who are over. And, Awesome Kong, we've done Awesome Kong versus Davina already multiple times. We just did Awesome Kong versus Bianca Belair. She just needs a new opponent. Kaylee Ray, she's got decent enough pop that she should be recognizable when she comes in. So yeah, I figured we could just throw her in there for now. And also, yeah, we're probably also going to borrow Mayumi Watani. I'm sure the Stardom fans out there are like, why wouldn't you just put Mayumi Watani in the title match? But yeah, unfortunately, her popularity is way lower than Kaylee Ray's. But yeah, this is a good excuse for us to bring her in as well. So yeah, we're definitely going to do that. And then you see here for August, I have planned for August 19th and the 26th. We're going to do 2 weeks Dynamite Puerto Rican vacation. We're finally going to do those Puerto Rico shows we've been talking about doing. I think we're like almost up to 80 pop in Puerto Rico. Let's see. Yeah, 78. We should be able to draw a pretty decent crowd by now. So yeah, I figure what a way to end the summer. What better way to end the summer for us than 2 weeks in Puerto Rico? I wouldn't mind going to Puerto Rico right now. It's friggin' snow all over outside. But anyways, I guess that's all the clerical work we got to do for this episode. So yeah, let's just start advancing days and see if these people sign, and let's get the ball rolling. Start booking some AEW. If you're watching this on YouTube, thanks for watching. I hope you like the video, subscribe to the channel. Yeah, the channel's been growing a bit lately, and I greatly appreciate all the follows, all the comments, everything. Yes, very much appreciated. All right, sorry about that. I have to do something real quick. David Finlay being offered a new contract with WWE. Eh, he's like, he could also be a decent road agent to send to developmental. Also, let's see, does he have, oh, he's got natural trainer. You know, for developmental, I was also thinking about getting a new women's trainer, actually. I think right now we've got, I think Daisy Hayes is doing it, and she also has the natural trainer attribute. But her basics and safety are not as good as David Finley's. Like, I think they're both like in the green zone. So yeah, I was trying to think of somebody else I could bring in. David Finley could be a good option, I guess. I was also looking at Emi Sakura. Let's see. Should have her short list. Yes, she's right here. Yeah, Emi Sakura, really good basics, really good safety. Does she have natural trainer? No, she does not, but still her basics and safety are really good, so she would make a good head trainer. The only issue is that I was about to offer her just a written contract off screen. She wouldn't accept an exclusive because she owns Gato Move, which makes sense. But she won't do more than 9 months is the issue because she's a freelancer. So I was kind of debating if it would be worth it to have her for only 9 months. And, I feel like it wouldn't have hurt anything to bring her in for 9 months, have her train people, and then at the end of the 9 months, just find somebody else. But now that suddenly David Finley's an option, maybe we should just sign him. I mean, his safety is not as good as Emi Sakura's, but he gets a boost from natural trainer. I keep saying natural trainer, God. Yeah, screw it. Let's go for it. Unplanned signing. Very exciting. Well, they're only offering him 18 months. We'll give him 2 years. Although, to be fair, Finley's going to cost us a lot more money than Emi Sakura. But it's not like we're not really hurting for cash. Here, how about 35? Or what if we give you like 35 for? One of two, okay. Is it worth it? You know what? Let's just get Emi Sakura for 9 months. Screw it. Never mind, Finley. Never mind. You take that WWE offer. Where's Emi Sakura? I'm like offering him more money, and I was like, you know what? We don't really need him that bad. Where you at, Emmy? Emmy, our girl. Oh yeah, Rio's happy. Yeah, here you go. Exclusive, or not exclusive, just written. Yeah, only 3,300 per month. We'll give her a $10,000 bonus. All the money we're saving not signing Finley. Yeah, we'll do 9 months. I believe when I tried this, she didn't want to do house shows, which literally doesn't matter. You're working dev. They're not doing any house shows. Or I guess in a way you could say all their shows are house shows, but whatever. Here, we'll give you big Emmy money. We'll give her 45% merch. We're not gonna cover your travel though. All right, cool. I'm glad we've got that sorted. All right, was there anything else going on? No, it does not look like it. All right, cool. All right, yeah. So we've got a bit of stuff pre-planned this time. I've got some stuff pre-booked. I've got some angle ideas. But yeah, we've got a ton of people coming in, and we've got people we haven't even debuted, like AJ Lee. We signed Nikki Cross as well. Although I renamed her Nikki Storm in the game. We're gonna go with the names Nikki Storm and AJ Mendez. You know, it's like they're not in WWE anymore. They're using their real names. Yeah, we've got like Don Callis. Yeah, it's gonna be real interesting trying to book all these upcoming shows. All right, let's see. All right, Matt Taven, the New Japan. All right, I meant to click on Smack. Yeah, let's see what's going on here. Kofi Kingston and Cedric Alexander main event. That's fun. Matt Hardy and the Singh brothers. What a team. All right, let's get out of here. Oh yeah, normally I would try to advance to like Wednesday ahead of time, but you know, since we were kind of waiting for Bryan Danielson to accept his contract, I figured I didn't want to do that off screen. You know, in case there's a huge swerve, he goes to TNA or something. McIntyre Rhino. All right, very on brand. Man, I feel like I need to like open a window in here. It's real stuffy in this room right now. Esfrine. Contract extension. All right. I don't really like to sign any CMLL guys. You know, they're our buddies. I believe we have a deal with them, so we don't want to piss them off. This guy's got good stats. Right, I'm gonna get up and open that window. 1 second. One of their developmental workers, Scott Hall. All right. Oh, someone's here. All right, I think we got Bryan. Oh, that's right. CMLL was also trying to get Bryan Danielson. I forgot all about that. MCW have declared bankruptcy. Oh, so I guess they're just closed down for good now? All right, well. RIP. Oh, it's Emi Sakura. Okay. All right, you can come in as a face, and you're going to Tallahassee. Right, I'm so sorry, Emi Sakura, but we need you down there. All right, so let's go ahead and make her the head women's trainer. Circle. Boom. All right, I'm sorry, Daisy Hayes. You're gonna have to give up your position for a second. Hey, all right, Emi Sakura. Oh, and Emi Sakura is also a road agent. Oh, that's good. Yeah, because Yeah, having only Daisy Hayes as your only road agent is crazy. Yeah, and Super Dolphin's considered the best road agent in the company, but he's got 63 to 70. Wow, yeah, it's not that good. Yeah, this is why we need Ricky Steamboat. It's gonna be a weird crew. Ricky Steamboat working alongside Daisy Hayes, Emi Sakura, and Super Dolphin. All right, can we give Daisy Hayes some money so she's not annoyed? Actually, here's 10 grand. All right, there you go. It sounds like my cat just knocked something over. Hold on, I gotta go see what that was. Yeah, what the hell happened over there? Hold on, 1 second. All right, sorry about that weird interruption. I've got no clue what my cat was getting into. I looked around to see if anything was like knocked over or on the floor, but I couldn't find anything. I don't know. I don't know. My cat's just, I don't know. It's just that time of day where he's going crazy. Jenna Van Muscles. What a name. Right. Kagetsu now resides in the tri-state. All right, that's cool. Onio Bandito going to, or El Bandito going to All Japan. All right, let's see who's here. Oh, Ricky Steamboat. Man, Bryan Danielson really playing hard to get. All right, I feel like Ricky Steamboat is definitely, yeah, he's definitely popular enough that he's gonna not want to go down to Tallahassee, but we're just gonna go ahead and send them anyways. Sorry, Ricky. They need you down there. Yes. All right. All right, let's go ahead and make Ricky Steamboat the senior road agent. Boop. Hey, all right, everything's coming together. We should probably also make him a locker room leader. He's Ricky freaking Steamboat. All right, that's enough. That's enough of that. Enough dev talk. Time to get to Wednesday. Let's get to booking some Dynamites, booking some Dark. Are you settled down now, Cat? He's just kind of walking around. I don't know. He's just been oscillating back and forth between like freaking out for no reason and then just kind of calmly walking. Ryo de Jalisco Jr. retiring. Kotaro Suzuki going downhill. Oh my god. Damn. Everybody talking about him gaining weight. Jeez, he's 42. Let the man live. Let him live. Shout out to Kotaro Suzuki. My old school Noah heads, they know what's up. Titus O'Neil out there. Eh. Let's just go ahead and look at this one more time. All right, is not being seriously considered. Is not being seriously considered. Okay. All right, so we don't have to do anything here. We just have to hope and pray that he doesn't screw us over at the last second. All right, it's time to look some Dynamite. Oh well, we haven't been to the Southeast since freaking April, and it's July, so yeah, we can chill in the Southeast. We can go to Florida, Tennessee, Arkansas, Atlanta, Georgia, Mississippi, Tennessee, Las Vegas. We'll just do this 10,200 seater in Arkansas. Sell it out, hopefully. All right, I would really love some good angle ideas this time. So guys, please don't let me down. We need some angle ideas. We've got some storylines going. We got people we're trying to get over. Likely to succeed. All right, that's a nice little warm up idea. Now give me the real stuff. Near certainty for Cody. All right, Cody doesn't really need it, but thanks anyways. Safe bet. That's more what I'm talking about. Near certainty for Penta. All right, Penta. Penta pitching ideas for himself. Can we get like one more safe bet or near certainty? Hello? Did I click no? Safe bet for keeps giving us. I mean, we can use a Kenny Omega or whatever. Give me a character idea. Big gamble. All right, like a 6.5 for a 6. Like a 6 out of 10 meeting. Maybe that's even a little generous. All right, Mark Briscoe doing karaoke with Rick Knox. Fun. James Storm for character idea. Penta for creative finish. All right, it's time for some Dynamite. We can look at what we did last week here. Since we did so much roster management stuff last time, we only booked one episode of Dynamite and one episode of Dark. Yeah, so you can see here we did Kenny Omega opening promo interrupted by Death Riders. We had AJ Styles teaming with SCU against Suzuki-gun open the show. AJ Styles and SCU promo. We had a promo where with like Kagetsu, Kagetsu, Hana Kimura. They were both in this Fatal 4-Way tag match. So yeah, that was kind of just a build to that. We had Jimmy Jacobs and Brody King get a win over Bird Reference. And then they cut a promo, but then the Briscoe brothers basically came out and they've got beef with them. But yeah, and I believe the angle was that we had the Briscoe brothers came out and were basically just like, we're not the type to live and let die or let it go. We want our get back right now. And then they rush the ring. They get into a big brawl with these guys. Jimmy Jacobs pulls the spike out of his boot. He takes it to them, the end time ends up on top. All right, and then we had another Walter Prime Championship Open Challenge. Walter went over Chuck Taylor in a surprisingly good match. I got an 85. I mean, I shouldn't be too surprised about that, I think. I feel like these guys have had good matches in real life, too, in PWG. So, yeah, very pleased with that. We had Cody and Hangman backstage. I just pretty much didn't have much for them on this show, so we just kind of threw them in a promo. We had Stokely complaining that Awesome Kong and Ali shouldn't even have to wrestle in this Fatal 4-Way tag match for the #1 contendership, and that it's a conspiracy. And yeah, then we had Kagetsu and Hazuki win the Fatal 4-Way Tag match, which also included Hana Kimura and Martina, Davina Rose and Mia Yim, and Awesome Kong and Ali. We had, I believe the finish is we had Rina Yamashita cause a distraction outside the ring. Like maybe, I think we had her like pull Martina off the apron or something. Hana Kimura gets distracted, and Kagetsu takes advantage and gets the win over their teammate. So lots of drama going on in Full Day Tai. We have a Young Bucks promo against the End Time where they're just saying they're not going to roll over and die. They're going to, they worked really hard to make AEW what it is and to win the tag titles, and they're not going to give them up that easy. We had a classic Death Riders promo. And then in the main event, we had Kenny Omega take on Shingo Takagi in a match that was pretty good. 82. Good match. Again, that's what we had last time. So let's go ahead and get right into this episode. For our main event, I want to do the Death Riders versus SCU in a straight up trios. I thought about doing there's still time. We can change this to like a trio street fight or something. Just because there's so much beef between these teams, but I feel like we don't really have to. I think doing a regular match will be fine. And yeah, you see here, we're going to have Jon Moxley kind of, he's going to get his win back over Christopher Daniels, who, he got a DQ win over him last time. Jon Moxley and the Death Riders are just going to straight up win here in the main event. All right, see here, we've got our women's tag title match here, Shining Samurai versus Kagetsu and Hazuki of Full Day Tai. I was thinking of doing this here, but we could also just, have the Shining Samurai win a match here and then build up to the match being next week, which I think that's kind of what I want to do, actually. It would just give us, even we've been teasing Hana Kimura's face turn for so long. I'm afraid that we're gonna tease it for too long and it's gonna flop. But I'm hoping that one more week doesn't like ruin it for us. So yeah, we're gonna push this match back till the next week, and we're gonna do Shining Samurai taking on some other team. All right, we've got a Stokely promo here, an angle with Stokely, Awesome Kong, Ali, and yeah, and then we're gonna have basically Stokely Hathaway is just kind of he's singing the praises of Awesome Kong as usual. Awesome Kong is the most dominant wrestler in the AEW women's division. The only reason we didn't win that tag match last week was because of conspiracy and collusion designed to keep us down, to keep us away from what should be ours, the AEW Women's Tag Team Championships. But, we're going to look past that for now, and we're going to talk about the women's title that Awesome Kong holds right now. We look at the women's division, and the way we see it, there are no contenders. There are no challengers left. Awesome Kong has beaten everyone. Bianca Belair, beat her. Davina Rose, beat her. Mia Yim, beat her. There's nobody left. And then Renee Young is gonna come out and be like, Stokely, not to cut you off there, not to ruin your promo. I've just received word from Tony Khan's office that in 2 weeks, Awesome Kong will in fact have a challenger for the AEW Women's Championship, and the challenger will remain a secret until then. Yeah, Stokely Hathaway is freaking out. He's like, what? Why doesn't the champion get to know the challenger? Again, it's a conspiracy. You're against us. The company's against us. Like, he's just freaking out. Although we might reveal it next week. I'm not too sure. We might. Maybe. We'll see. So yeah, it's an angle. Pretty hot match here. We're doing the Briscoe versus the End Time in a wild brawl. We're only doing 13 minutes. We should up this to 15, honestly. Yeah, the End Time after the Briscoes fought the Young Bucks for the tag titles, we had the End Time kind of, the lights went out, the lights come back on, the End Time attacked everybody, they took everybody out. And yeah, the Briscoe brothers, they don't want to wait. They're, you know, they want to get their get back. So we're going to have this crazy match right now. And yeah, we're trying to get the End Time to a title shot. So we're going to put over, we're going to put them over. And you see here, we've got Mark Briscoe to be distracted by James Storm of Suzuki-gun. So yeah, there's, you know, a little bit of a story there. And of course, last week we had Walter beat Chuck Taylor. This week we're doing Walter versus Trent Beretta. We're going to have this as a storytelling match. Yeah. Walter versus Chuck Taylor went really well, so we're kind of just going to continue the feud of Ringkamp versus Best Friends. So yeah, Walter is going to get a win over Trent Beretta. He is, in fact, defending the title here. We got Chuck, Orange, Axel, Timothy all at ringside. Straightforward. And yeah, that's all we've got for this week. But yeah, we've got to rebook Shining Sam. Let's see who they can wrestle. All right, we really need to debut her real soon. I don't understand why she has cool momentum when she hasn't even debuted. That's kind of unfair that she's just losing momentum. But anyways, we'll get to that at some other time. Yeah, like everyone there I can use is unimportant. It's real unfortunate. Let's see if there's anybody I can borrow from Dev. We may just have to go for it and just book do my favorite thing, just book a match where every single person in the match is unimportant. Let's see. Maybe we'll just do like, oh shoot, can we just like Penelope Ford and Dark Sheik, maybe? Have we done this match already? Yeah, it can be like a friggin' squash match, honestly, because I know the game's gonna complain that nobody's over. I know. Wow, surprisingly, we have never done this match. We've done 8-woman tag variations, but not just this match. Cool. I mean, here, we'll give him like... Man, we're kind of just doing this match to, you know, just get them hyped up. We've been booking them on Dark recently. So, you know, we want the Dynamite audience to, the 8 million Dynamite viewers to see the women's tag champs. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and book a backstage segment. I don't want this to be too long. But yeah, we're gonna do a backstage segment with Hideo Tai where we'll call it foreshadowing. Yeah, this would come right after the Shining Samurai's tag match. It's just gonna be a promo basically where Kagetsu and Hazuki are like, we're coming for the women's tag titles next week. Hikaru Shida, Mika Iwata, you guys are weak compared to us. There's 4 of us and only 2 of you, so we're twice as strong. And Martina is right there, but Kagetsu has never accepted them as part of the group. So Hana Kimura is a bit annoyed there, and we're gonna have to get Kagetsu kind of put their arm around Hana Kimura and kind of pull them away from Martina and just be like, Hannah, me and you have been together for all these years, all the way back from Japan. We came here all the way to America together, and we've always been Odayo Tai, and we'll always be Odayo Tai. And I want you to know that at the end of the day, after everything, you're always going to be my best friend, and we'll always be Odayo Tai, Odayo Tai, Odayo Tai. So yeah, we're really beating them over the head, teasing this Hana Kimura turn. Hana Kimura throughout all this would look very like, I don't know, I'm not too sure. Hana Kimura, I don't know if she should talk during this, so maybe we'll just do like working the crowd. She's just kind of she's not a background player, she's more important than that, but she's also not speaking. Suzuki background, Rina Yamashita background. Okay. Actually, we should have Kagetsu say like, last week it wasn't anything personal against you guys. We just wanted to get the win for Odayo Tai because we're all a team, right? Because, she did get the win over Hana Kimura. So, yeah. All right, let's go ahead and let's use this safe bet on this. We're really trying our hardest to get basically the entire women's division over. All right, also let's do an angle where AJ Styles gets beat up. We're gonna do 2 minutes backstage. Surprise. All right, so we're gonna do 2 minutes backstage. We're gonna set it up like an interview, so we'll have Melissa Santos there. And it'll be one of those segments where it's like, oh, we're back here to interview this so and so, and then before like they can even do the interview, the person just gets tagged. So yeah, we'll do AJ, Styles, not Mendez, Victim, Hawk, Attacker, Shingo, Attacker, John Mox, Attacker. All right, and then we'll do a second part where Jon Moxley cuts a promo on him. Now Jon Moxley, he's done playing nice. He's tired of having to deal with AJ Styles and Christopher Daniels and SCU, and all he wants, he's gonna get his title back, whoever he has to go through. I'll do Kenny Omega off screen as well. Let's see. Do we have an angle idea for Mox? Randomly? No. Alright, my cat's finally settled down, but he's just like in my lap now. So he's just like in my way of the keyboard. But I mean, this is better than him running around knocking stuff over. Got 4 matches. There's room for one more. Let's see. What other promos should we do though? I mean, I feel like there's so many options is the issue I'm having right now. Because I'm like, we could do more Dark Order stuff. We could do I mean, we can give SCU a promo, Kenny Omega. Yeah, let's give SCU a promo since they are in the main event. All right, nice and simple. 3 minutes backstage. Storyline. Renee. Daniels. AJ Styles off screen, Jon Moxley off screen. I guess we can throw Pac and Shingo in there. Oh yeah, 3 minutes is probably long enough for this. And we should also get Kenny Omega. Let's give him a 4-minute promo. Where he's just literally, they're just asking him to comment on the AJ Styles being attacked by Jon Moxley and Jon Moxley's promo. And yeah, basically Kenny Omega can just be like, you know, things are really getting out of control with Jon Moxley and the Death Riders. I'm the AEW champion. I'm the top of the card. I'm the face of the company. It's my responsibility to set the example, to lead the way for the locker room. So Jon Moxley, you know, I'm sure in the future we're gonna meet up real soon, and when we do, I'm going to prove not just to you, but I'm going to prove to everyone in the locker room and everyone in the world that you're not the best wrestler in the world. I am Kenny Omega. Best bout machine. I think we got a Kenny Omega angle idea too, so we should go ahead. Or this could be a tease actually, because he's kind of alluding to the fact that he knows that inevitably that Jon Moxley's not going to stop like attacking people and coming after him, so he knows he's gonna have to defend the title against him. Almost forgot to use the angle idea. All right, this card's kind of a mess right now, but I'm sure we'll organize it soon enough. Oh yeah, I also did this off screen. I made the Prime Championship title scene a storyline. So right now we've got Walter and Ringkampf in there, the Best Friends and PCO, because we know PCO is gonna challenge for the title soon. Should we add James Storm to this, I guess, since he's gonna interfere in that match? You know, truly our women's division is the weakest part of the company right now. Like, I'm glad we have Kaylee Ray, who we can bring in to face Awesome Kong for now, but I've got no clue what we're doing at the pay-per-view, because it's like, what is there? There's rematches with Davina, rematches with Bianca Belair, some kind of 3-way or 4-way match, maybe. Yeah, see, this is exactly why we needed Kairi Sane, but she chose to go back to the Fed. So yeah, no Kairi. I still use her to clickbait that last video though, and it seems to have worked. I was surprised. I was like, hey, people like Kairi Sane, right? Let me put her in the freaking thumbnail. Oh, we should do an MJF promo. I feel like he hasn't been on the show in a while. How should we do this? You know, I think I'm gonna do outside broadcast for this. He's still recovering. He still has a broken forearm. So we'll give him 4 minutes. Character development. And yeah, we're just gonna have this be outside of broadcast. He's not there. He's at home recovering. And it's just a promo about how he's like, you know, AEW, you guys haven't seen MJF in a couple of weeks right now. I've been home recovering, recuperating. I've been working out in the gym. I've been getting stronger every day. And rest assured, AEW fans, soon enough, I will be 100% and I will be back in that ring doing what I do best, entertaining my fans. And when I do come back, Hangman Adam Page, your ass is grass. All right, I'm not even going to add in Cody. I'm just going to add in Adam Page. Just to keep that feud alive. I believe it's very hot, even though we haven't really been advancing it much. Yeah, we had them win the tag match. We had MJF cut a promo the week after, I think. Cody and Hangman cut a promo, and then they cut another promo, and now MJF's gonna cut a promo. Speaking of Hangman Page, he could get a random match on this show. We've got 30 minutes. or Cody, actually. Let's see, who has wrestled more recently? I think, oh yeah, right. I forgot all about this. I had the main event dark last time. Yeah, Cody and Eggman and Adam Page. Team of Private Party to beat Brian Cage, Joe Doring, Bandito, and Black Taurus. So yeah, did that. Let's see, if we're gonna give Adam Page a random match, who should he wrestle? I mean, if there was ever a king of the random match, it's definitely Psycho. Does this show need a like any matches? Oh, it needs to steal the show. I mean, I think that can be a steal the show, right? It's got Adam Page and it's got, more importantly, it's got Psycho Clown. All right, go crazy, guys. And we'll even give Adam Page a 3-minute promo in the ring. Foreshadowing. And let's see, what should this promo be about? I think I want, because I kind of want him and Cody to do a thing where they both kind of say, like, you know, it's been fun teaming up with each other and facing MJF's guys, but we're both singles competitors, so I'm gonna refocus on winning singles matches, and hopefully I can get back to a title opportunity soon. Yeah, so it's kind of like they're both eyeing the world title, sort of. I'll leave Cody off screen. Davina Rosa's White Hot Momentum. Ooh. And we've got so many people. Man, we're still not doing anything with the Lucha Brothers. I'm a terrible booker. I've got nothing for the Lucha Brothers, man. I should be fired. Somebody else take over the channel. No, anyways. Got 12 more minutes. All right, let's try to get this in some kind of order, and then we'll see what the show needs. Man, that's the issue. We've got such a huge roster that it's like you want to get all your big stars on the show, but then it's like, you know, we're doing storylines of like the Dark Order and like Tommaso Ciampa and people like that. So it's like you also need to find the time for them. I don't know why I'm explaining this. Anyways, let's all right, Kenny can be right for the main event. Oh, who is opening the show this week? That's a good question. Oh, I mean, I guess we don't have. I like to open the show for big promo, but you know, we don't have to do that. I guess we can just open with a match. So I guess it would either be Walter versus Trent Beretta or Adam Page versus like, oh, we could also open with the Briscoes versus Antime. I think that would be sick, actually. And then we go into AJ Styles getting jumped. Let's see, what should come after that? I'll do the MJF promo after that. Adam Page versus Psycho Clown. Adam Page promo. SCU promo there is fine. Oh, there's like 3 promo segments in a row if I do this. I mean, I think that's okay. What's going on in this feud? Oh, yeah, we gave him a tag win. Oh, man, it's been a couple weeks, I think, since Brody Lee last had a match. Although it's just been squashes. That last one was surprisingly good, but we forgot to make an advanced storyline. I was really annoyed about that. I'll do like a 3. Can we get like 3 jobbers actually? Oh, let's see. Do we have any like lower card people that can get squashed? I really don't know what to do with this. Like, obviously, we're building to something with like Tommaso Ciampa and Darby Allin versus Dark Order. Maybe just a big one-on-one with Tommaso and Brody Lee. But you know, you don't want to hot shot it and just go straight to that. So I kind of need to. The storyline's still cold. We do like Brody, Chris Brooks, and Evil Uno. I really would like to just have Brody Lee get the win over Hilda Phantasma. But Brody Lee's more over than him anyway, so I don't even know if it would help him that much. We might just do Wagner versus Phantasma anyways and put Wagner over and then give Phantasma the boot soon. We can do like Private Party and someone else. What if we do like Ilya Dragunov Private Party? That's a weird ass team. And yeah, Brody Lee obviously gets the win. I mean, we'll give him 8 minutes, so it's not completely a squash, you know. You've got Chris Brooks and Evil Uno in there, so the match will be competitive when they're in there. But then, you know, I imagine once Brody Lee tags in, he just cleans house, and yeah, gets the win for his team. Where should this go on the card? And we're at 1:15 already, so we have like 10 more minutes we can use. Let's give Brody Lee a promo after the match. God, I feel like that's usually a bad idea, but I mean, he's got the mic skills supposedly. And I feel like we've already done a lot of foreshadowing on the show, so we'll do this as storyline development. Just, you know, ominous promo. God, I love an ominous promo. Brody Lee, just, we will not tolerate the insolent fools who speak ill of the Dark Order, who misunderstand our mission to, I don't know, to raise AEW out of the, to drag it out of the light and into the darkness. Something like that. You got a better promo. All right, Brody Lee, character development. Tommaso Ciampa can be off screen. Darby. You know, it's basically just Brody Lee. Like, I know there's a lot of player haters out there. I know there's a lot of non-believers out there. But the Dark Order is the truth. We the real ones. We ain't the two either. And Tracy Williams is not there yet, but we can just imagine he is. Whoops, wrong thing. Okay, and we've still got a little bit more time. We can give somebody else a promo, maybe. You know, we need to. I really want to start teasing Don Callis's debut, but I don't really know when I should start doing that. Is the issue. Screw it. We're just gonna do it right now. All right, backstage angle. 2 minutes. Should this be a surprise? Sure. I just saw Claudio and Kenta, and I was like, you know, we never do anything with them. All right, so Claudio is being interviewed by Melissa Santos. And yeah, we're going to have Don Callis make his debut. Here, we'll just do Don Callis character development, Claudio Castagnoli character development. So once again, somebody's interview being interrupted on the show. This time it's Claudio and Kenta. I imagine they're cutting like a generic babyface interview where they're like, the tag team division here in AEW is hotter than ever. I am Mr. Swiss Claudio Castagnoli, and with my Japanese tag partner Kenta, we are ready to take on anyone. And then Don Callis would just kind of walk up off screen and just be like, "Hi, Claudio Castagnoli, Kenta. I'm a big fan of both of your work. I'm Don Callis. You guys may know me. I've been in the wrestling business for decades, and I've been around all kinds of talent, and I've done every job there is, from commentator to manager to booker." I don't even know if that's true, if he's booked anything, but yeah, he would just say all this and kind of just be like, I'm here in AEW now, and I'm looking clients. I'm looking to get into the managerial game, and I would love to have talent such as you two on my team. And Claudio and Kenta are kind of like, I'm not too sure. And he's like, you don't have to answer me right now. Think about it. Sit on it. Here's my card. So we're kind of debuting him how MVP showed up in AEW, just going around backstage trying to court people, basically. So yeah. Should we make this a storyline? Like, will it do bad with no storyline attached to it? I don't even know where on the show you would put something like this. We'll move this here. Yeah, we'll just put this after the Adam Page stuff, before the Stokely promo. All right, there you go. Don Callis debut. All right, this card is looking pretty good. I'm sorry, Davina and Sting and Bianca Belair. Got nothing for you this week. Should we book Davina and like Mia Yim in like a dark match? Is that bad? We'll do well, Roxy, who is developing really well. She's got like good skills. Yeah, like she was pretty promising when we hired her, but now it's like, oh man, she's gonna be really good. Borrow, got Sari. Let's see. Let's get some heals. Do Lady Shani. Stephanie back there, or see what we'll do Stephanie back there. Right, and we're gonna do our favorite 4-on-4 match. We'll do Bina, Mia Yim, Sari, and Roxy taking on let's do Thunder Rosa, Holodead, Lady Shani, and Stephanie Becker. I was thinking about this earlier. I hate how if you do like a 4-on-4 match, it adds freaking 8 minutes for all the entrances. I think, yeah, I'm gonna do this right now. Four on four. All right, 4-on-4 quick entrance. We're gonna cut the entrance time down in half to 4 minutes. because I find it very annoying when the game's like, oh, you're overusing all these people, because it adds 8 freaking minutes for the entrances. We'll probably do that for 5-on-5s too, but not right now. Boom. 10 minutes pre-show. We'll put over Davina Rose. Open match, clean. It's a fun pre-show match. All right, so this is a pretty solid card. I'd say we've got the Death Riders versus SCU in the main event. Trent versus Walter should be good. Adam Page versus Psycho Clown. What did we get last week? Like an 82? Oh, an 85? All right, you know, I'm gonna guess we get an 85 again. 85 again. Let's see it. Let's go. Ooh, all right, this pre-show match was pretty good. It got a 73. Man, Sari got a 69. She's ready to come to the main roster. The problem is she's just, you know, she would just be one more person for us to have to get over. Yeah, this was a really good pre-show match. All right, we opened the show hot with the Briscoe brothers taking on the End Time in a wild brawl. Jimmy Jacobs and Brody King pick up the win when James Storm causes a distraction. In the 79, it's a really solid match. The tag storyline in heat, it's good. Oh, we didn't even do an angle or promo after that. I don't think we did any. Actually, hold on. I don't even think we did anything with the Young Bucks on this show either. Damn. Whatever. They can cut a promo on Dark. I'm not gonna edit the show now. All right, MJF cuts a promo from his living room. It gets a 72. You know, just want to keep him on people's minds while we're not booking him. He's recovering his injury. All right. Oh my! Did it again. I forgot to have this advance the storyline. God, I keep doing this when I actually book Brody Lee in decent matches. But then when I book him in matches that don't do that well, God. All right, we're just going to move on. Really annoying. All right, this did advance the storyline, of course. It wasn't as good. All right, SCU, real fired up promo backstage, gets a 70. Okay. All right, Adam Page versus Psycho Clown in our Steal the Show match of the night, gets a 79. Really good, really good. We've kind of got Cody and Adam Page in like a holding pattern, I'd say, for now. But you know, we will do more stuff with them eventually. Trust me. All right, and the Adam Page promo gets a 75. It didn't advance the storyline though. All right. I guess I should have put MJF off screen. Whatever. All right, Don Callis debuts and his invisible hand gimmick got a rating of great. I think this is the first time in a while I've done anything with Claudio and Kenta. But yeah, like he gets a 66, not too bad. All right, I was hoping this would do better, but 64. I complain about this literally every show, but yeah, Stokely Hathaway just holding out on us. He's got the mic skills, it's supposedly, but just, you know, very underwhelming, very poor when trying to improvise dialogue. I don't know. Stokely's just not feeling it lately. All right, the Shining Samurai taking on Penelope Ford and Dark Sheik. It's a 69. Kind of a squash match here. Just wanted to give the tag champs a win before their big tag title match next week. Everybody involved did solid work. Oh no, the angle idea was a failure. Oh, the storyline lost heat. No. Well, at least Kagetsu improvised well. Alright, man. Yeah. God dang. It was a safe bet. It was a safe bet. Yes, we're not going to address it. Soon. Very soon. Oh my god, Walter got a 96 in this match. Jesus. Walter versus Trent Beretta gets an 80. Not quite as good as Walter versus Chuck, but still really good. Walter he's just really been cooking lately. Just great matches. His promos have been decent too. Kenny Omega promo only gets a 61. I mean, at least the angle idea was a success this time, but he's our world champion. He should do better than this. All right, the big main event, we've got Death Riders picking up a win over SCU, gets a 76. And yeah, Jon Moxley gets a measure of revenge against Christopher Daniels for their match recently where Jon Moxley got disqualified. Yeah. Pac, head and shoulders above everyone else. Oh, 79. Not quite as good as last week, but 79 is still a respectable score. So we'll take it. All right, it's time to book some dark. Okay, all right, I want to check something right off the bat. When does Moose get here? 17 days. All right. All right, so we'll hold off for a bit. The way I've been thinking of bringing him in is we're just gonna have Jim Ross do a very formal and boring promo where he's just like, I know me and my team, Ryan Cage and Joe Doran, we haven't been doing too great lately. We've been taking a couple of losses, but every great sports team has some setbacks, and how you overcome them is what makes you a legend. So I decided that freshening up our roster could be a great way for us to energize this team. And so we're bringing in this, we're bringing in a hot free agent. His name is Moose. He's a former football player, All-American, Slobberknocker, my God. All right, yeah, but we're not going to do that this week because, 17 days, maybe we'll do it next week. Or like 2 weeks from now, we'll have him tease it. All right, but since we can't do that, what can we do? I'm gonna cancel me a Hard in a while, Wagner, Lucha Bros. But I should give Suzuki-Gun a win. I feel like I've been jobbing them out a bit lately. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll do Zach and Minoru taking on the team of I haven't looked these guys in forever. Matt Sydal and Mike Bailey. Oh, not Mike. Matt Sydal. Mike Bailey. I'll give the win to Zach because he's always really good in matches. I feel bad that we have him lose as much as we do. James. We'll do a back. We'll go from one Suzuki-gun segment to another. We'll have James Storm cut a backstage promo. Hold on. It's getting. I need to turn on a light. It's getting dark in here. 1 second. All right. Let's do Denise. She can be interviewing James Storm about, why did you interfere in that match? We had a tag title match between the Briscoes and the End Time on Dynamite last week, and you got involved in the match and costing the match. Well, can you explain? And James Storm would basically be like, those goddamn Briscoe brothers, before I faced them and lost that match, I was doing great in here in AEW, I had no problems at all whatsoever. But those two, they put their bad juju on me. They put their stain on me. And I used to be one of the greatest tag team wrestlers in the world. God damn it. And you know what? I've been doing some thinking. Why can't I be one of the greatest tag team wrestlers in the world again? Why can't I? We're kind of teasing it there. All right. It's a very AEW dark promo, I must say. Oh, I want to get I just totally lost my train of thought. I want to book the Best Friends versus Ring Camp on the next Dynamite. So we should probably give Ring Camp, Timothy Thatcher and Axel a win. So yeah, let's see. Can we borrow? Let's get Wheeler Yuta in here. But I don't want to give Ultimo a loss. So let's get somebody else. Wheeler Yuta and his good buddy, his pal, his chum, his amigo, Calvin Zangman? No, he's a heel. Let's do Fuego. It's a very tag team centric episode of AEW Dark. So I've gone ahead and asked Walter if he'd be a commentator. So yeah, we can put him on color commentary for this match. The whole time he's like, those guys, they call themselves the best friends. Professional wrestling isn't about friendship and laughter. It's about serious competition. Actually, let's see. Can I look at the women's roster? Who can we book? For a second there, I like, I just imagined that said recognizable, and I got excited. I just made it all up. I mean, it's like, obviously we want to give momentum to like Odeotai and stuff, but it's like, oh, we keep doing these matches where nobody's over. I mean, screw it. We've done 2 tag matches. What's 3? What's 3, right? Oh, I keep forgetting Kagetsu doesn't work dark. Oh, okay, never mind. New plan. What if we just do a straight up one-on-one? You know what? Let's do. I was gonna do Mia Yim, but let's do Davina actually. Sorry, Mia Yim. Let's just straight up do Davina Rose, Lady Shani. This could be the main event. Yeah, we've never done this as a one-on-one before. Right. Alright, we only need 12 more minutes. Okay. I'm tempted to do what I always do and just just cheat and give like John Moxley or somebody a promo here. I don't think I booked. Oh wait, yeah, I didn't do anything with the Young Bucks on Dynamite, so let's give them a promo. Oh, we have so many people whose names start with the letter M. Right, no, Matt's the one with the mic skills. Right, I always have to remember that. Matt is the one who's allowed to speak. I mean, we can just make this like longer, I guess. Let's do a promo where Tommaso Ciampa calls out Brody Lee. We're not gonna do that match immediately, but we're just gonna have him say that he wants to face him. Minutes storyline. Put Darby there too. We need 3 more minutes. I mean, we technically can book like up to 65. So technically we have 13 more minutes? Yeah. God, is there anybody we want to give a quick 3-minute promo to? I kind of want to. We had Adam Page cut a promo where he was saying he was focusing on singles competition. I kind of want to do that with Cody, but I feel like that's more of a Dynamite angle, you know? I feel like Dark, you know, I know we book Cody and Adam Page and John Moxley on Dark all the time to cut promos, but I feel like that's one that we should do on Dynamite. Screw it. Let's give Walter a promo after the match. Right, 3 minutes in the ring, character development. We'll just have Walter bury the best friends for 3 minutes. All right, so that's gonna do it for this episode of Dark. We've got some interesting stuff here. We've got a James Storm promo. We've got Suzuki-gun versus Matt Sydal and Mike Bailey. Davina Rose main event. I'm gonna say this gets like a 78. I want to say 78. Yeah, we're shooting for a 78. Let's go. All right, ring camp match gets a 62. Not bad, not bad. Uh, 75 promo from Walter. I'm telling you, he's been cooking lately. He really has been. Good promos, good matches. Oh, he didn't even do well. So it's like this could have been better even. Oh, James Storm, 70. All right, pretty good promo. He's a much better promo than he is a wrestler at this point, unfortunately. Tommaso Ciampa promo, advanced plot, 66. Surprising banger. Suzuki-gun gets the win over Matt Sydal and Mike Bailey. Matt Sydal and Mike Bailey are two guys who have been on the roster since day one, and I just kind of never book them anymore. I kind of want to start to do more stuff with them. Even if it is just having them lose to people, they're both pretty good. Oh my, I only got a 51. To be fair though, that would be better if he was over. All right, not too shabby from the Young Bucks at 66. Hey, and an 80 main event from the ladies. Davina Rose picks up the win over Lady Shani. The crowd was white hot at the end, man. Crowd loves Davina. Oh, an 81. Better than I thought. Yeah, a good episode. We made 1.5 million. Cool. We gained popularity everywhere but the US. Oh, I keep forgetting to see how much we'll draw in Puerto Rico. I really need to remember to do that before the next show. Nobody let me forget. If you're watching this on YouTube, leave a comment telling me not to forget. All right, people. High on Ricky Starks, as am I. We really need to call him up at some point. God, I'm trying to hold out till 2021 to get Collision going, but I feel like we might just have to get it going in like September or October. Our roster is huge. Still no Bryan Danielson. That's unfortunate, but yeah, we've got things going. All right, this is kind of a random development here. I meant to do this earlier, but I kind of forgot. I've got another person I want to sign here, although it's kind of a weird one. Max the Impaler. 1 year of experience, young lion. Their stats not that great, but 75 menace. One of the most menacing people I could find for this role. And yeah, they're not even over either. We're gonna take a chance. We're gonna take a chance and bring in Max the Impaler. I've been workshopping this idea of a AJ Mendez Nikki Storm group, and you know they're both gonna have crazy gimmicks, but I feel like they need a heater, and I think Max the Impaler is perfect for that. You know, we're gonna have AJ Mendez doing kind of just a gimmick where she's feels like underappreciated for her contributions to the wrestling industry and like what she's done for women's wrestling. You know, we're gonna call her the women's revolutionary, or no, the revolutionary woman, I mean. Yeah, and then she's gonna have, you know, Nikki Storm there, who's kind of crazy and just kind of backing her up, teaming with her. And yeah, then they'll have Max the Impaler as their big scary backup. I think it could be fun despite these terrible stats. Although we can't be too harsh. Literally 1 year of experience, you know. All right, and then with all that being done, I think it's time that I take a quick break. We've got, let's see. Yeah, we've got 2 matches lined up for the next show, and yeah, I'm sure we could figure out more stuff than that. So yeah, I'm gonna take a quick break. We'll come back and we're gonna get to booking some more AEW Dynamite and Dark action. All right, so thank you for all the support, guys. If you've enjoyed this, please like the video or leave a comment. And yeah, don't go anywhere. Woo! Okay, and we are back. Yeah, we're back. It's time to book some more AEW. And looks like somebody's here. Oh. Hey, all right, we did it. We hired Bryan Danielson. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna bring him in as a face, and he's definitely going to the main roster. We signed him for 4 years, man. Yeah, and I don't even have a plan for Bryan Danielson. I'm gonna have to figure that out, but we signed him. He's here now. I mean, look at his popularity. Like he's got to be, yeah, he's got to be a major star, right? Oh boy, we sure do have a lot of people on our roster. But Bushi has joined Stardom. Serena, everybody is constantly asking to be brought up to the main roster from Dev. But it's like, look, guys, you just gotta have faith in me. We're gonna buy Ring of Honor, and you guys will all go there. It's gonna work. It's gonna be fine, man. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people coming in. Man, that's a lot. Ooh, ooh-wee. That's a lot of people. Yeah, exciting stuff coming. Hopefully. Oh, hey, and we should pay attention to this screen. I like never do this. We've got a lot of people with morale issues. We should like take a look at that. Let's just go one by one. Pretty sure Bandito just wants to be on Dynamite. Yeah. Here, we'll give him some money. Yeah. Oh yeah, sorry. I read your last comment about trying to get back into a file can be hard. I like just recently was trying to get back into my Seaverse save. FCW, like the Puerto Rican company. And it's just like, yeah, like when you've been playing one save for a long time and then you get back into one where you're running a small company and you have like $100,000, it's like, oh wow, this is a completely different game. All right, Ray Phoenix. Oh, annoyed at the booking of a match at Double or Nothing. I really got to do something with the Lucha Brothers. I almost feel like if I'm not gonna be booking them, I should just give them some time off. Yeah, like I feel bad just not booking the Lucha Brothers. Eddie Kingston's pissed because we hired Chris Hero. Yeah, he's furious. And yeah, we haven't had him on Dynamite in a while. We're definitely gonna work him back in there pretty soon. Yeah, he's angry, so let's give him like 20 rand instead. Or here, 25. Oh, he's annoyed. All right. That's fine. He can be annoyed. Madison Eagles. Annoyed at being left off Double or Nothing in May. Yeah, Madison Eagles, we almost let her go on the last episode, but she's dating Orange Cassidy. So yeah, she got lucky. All right. Mike Bailey. Yeah, I definitely have a problem of signing way too many people in this save. I feel like I've been a bit more restrained than the CMLL file, because we're like only a medium company, I think. But yeah, here, yeah, I sign everybody. Zack Sabre Jr. is annoyed. Cat. Oh, jeez. Oh, still annoyed. All right. How about 15? Still annoyed? All right. How about 15 more? All right, Zach. All right, Zach. Whatever, man. B. Priestley. Everybody. Why is everybody annoyed about being left off Double or Nothing? Which, I mean, I guess, yeah. I guess it was the big pay-per-view. They're all the big pay-per-views. Karen Noir. Leo Rush is another guy that I would book him a lot more if I could book him on Dark. But we signed him to only work A shows. Which is unfortunate because I really like Leo Rush. In game and in real life. He's just a good wrestler. And there was that time where they gave him like a freaking... They gave him like a 1 minute promo on a random like Rampage or Collision or whatever. And it was so good that they like put it in the commercial for months. Oh yeah, you just got ROH to medium. I mean, first of all, congrats. Yeah, you know, the roster management side of this game is definitely very fun. It's all fun and games until you get to the booking screen. Then you're like, oh no, I need to book all these people I signed. Hey, Maxine Palu's here. All right, welcome. Welcome to the company. Oh my god, Warlord of the Wasteland. What? That's a gimmick. Yeah, dominant. Definitely creative. Definitely unique. All right, let's just keep going. I might be shooting myself in the foot. Like, we haven't even brought it, like, actually debuted AJ Lee, AJ Mendez, whatever. And I'm already like, all right, we're going to pair her with this person who has no experience and barely any developed stats because they have good menace. So I don't know. Yeah, they may just end up bringing down a bunch of segments and we end up letting them go. But I like experimenting, right? Menace. That's what the intimidation option is there for in promos. Just stand there and look tough. Oh, Holiday's injured, huh? All right. Oh, 24 days. Ooh. Let me see. Do they not work exclusively for us? No, they don't. All right. Well, if you're injured, I'll give you time off. Give them 3. I think they're going to be injured for 24 days, but we'll give them 3 weeks time off. Oh, July 19th, my birthday. Shout out to me. Also, Tony Mamaluke's birthday. Blue Demon Jr. John Jones. Fuck that guy. Fuck John Jones. All my homies hate John Jones. Lisa Lampanelli. Brian May, the guitarist from Queen. You know, some pretty relatively cool people. I'm in good company. But anyways, enough about me. All right, nobody wants to be in Tallahassee. God, I feel like I'm gonna get an email one day that's like everybody in dev quit because nobody wants to be in Tallahassee anymore. Oh, you sure? A birthday with Elias? That's cool. I only recently found out about Blue Demon Jr. having the same birthday as me. I'm like, that's pretty sick. Like, Tony Mamaluke is fun, but you know, he's no Blue Demon Jr. CMLL gonna let go of Valiente? Oh, geez, yeah. Badly herniated spinal disc. Oh my god. Get well soon, man. Jeez. God, that's what I'm gonna have because of the way I'm sitting right now. Chad Gable and Brock Lesnar getting into a fight backstage? Alright. Alright, get off my screen, Brock Lesnar. Undertaker debuted exactly 1 week before you were born. That is a fun fact. I like to tell people that I was born that my age is that I was born while Macho King Randy Savage was the WWF champion. And then you tell this to people and you watch them pull out their phones to find out who was champion on their birthday. So yeah, it's fun. A lot of people with Hulk Hogan though. So yeah, I always feel bad for them. There's like a 4-year period where if you were born, it was Hulk Hogan. We just ran the southeast, so let's go somewhere else. Oh, right, we gotta check Puerto Rico. We're only gonna drop 4,000 fans? That kind of stinks. But I mean, let's see. Let's look at the venue options. Do they have like a 5,000 seat arena or something we could use? All right, we could just run this place 2 weeks in a row. That's okay. We're not gonna do that right now, but when we do our 2-week stint in Puerto Rico, we'll go to my OS. That's where my dad's from. Shout out to Dad. Anyways, my OS. Let's go to New England. All right, we're gonna sell out this 8,000 seat venue in Massachusetts. Oh no, I was born in 92. I think Macho Man won it from Ric Flair, I want to say. I don't know. I feel like in 1992 the champions were like Bret Hart, Ric Flair, and Macho Man, and then maybe Bret Hart again. I don't know. Yeah, I definitely was not old enough to be watching and forming memories at the time. I only know all this like after the fact. Let's get some angles, please. Please, for the love of God. Likely to succeed. All right. Another likely. Can we get a near certainty for once? No. No. All likelies? Bit of a gamble. Please give me one near certainty, please. A safe bet. All right. For Kenny Omega specifically. All right. You know what, guys? This is why we're bringing in Maria. Yeah, like Nick and Matt Jackson. They might get the boot and get replaced by Maria. Sting and Chris Brooks hanging out. Okay. Brody Lee. Maxie Impaler now being trained. Brian Cage and Excalibur doing karaoke this week. That's fun. For some reason, I feel like Excalibur would like do a rap song. Maybe, like I feel like Excalibur knows all the words to Regulators or something. But first things first, our big women's tag team title match. The Shining Samurai, Hikaru Shida and Mika Wada are going to take on the Odeyo Tai team of Kagetsu and Hazuki. I'm going to give them like 13. And yeah, you see here, Kagetsu to be turned on by Hana Kimura. The finish I picture for this match, there's gonna be a moment in the match, the referee gets taken out or distracted. Kagetsu gets the championship. They're lining up. They're gonna blast Hikaru Shida with it. Hana Kimura gets in the ring, gets in between the two of them. They're like, no, give me the championship. Give me the championship. Kagetsu, big grin on their face. They hand the title to Hana Kimura. Hana Kimura, they look like they're gonna hit Hikaru Shida with the title, but then they turn around and they blast Kagetsu. Oh, Hana Kimura, why? And the Shining Samurai hit whatever their tag team finishes. I don't know what it is. They both use a lot of strikes, so maybe just like a series of like knees and kicks. And yeah, they got the win. Oh yeah, and finally, Hana Kimura will turn on Odeyo Tai. We've been building it for months. Can we get like Saturday Rain there? Oh yeah, I did see that on Dynamite. I noticed during the match when he was like, oh, like he seemed injured, and then the camera kind of panned away from him. Yeah, that really sucks. He just debuted recently, gets hurt. All right, yeah, we've got our storytelling match. We're gonna do best friends taking on Ring Camp. Yeah, the story here is that. Excuse me. Story here, we're gonna have Walter once again. He's gonna do commentary, so we'll just go ahead and replace Taz. And yeah, we're gonna basically have the best friends who are baby faces. They're gonna cheat. We're gonna have Axel Tischer be distracted by Orange Cassidy, and Chuck Taylor's gonna get a tainted finish over Axel, and they're gonna win the match. And Walter is going to be disgusted. He is going to be so pissed. And yeah, that's all we've got for the show. Oh yeah, and speaking of Walter, we're gonna give him a promo after the match. Um, he's gonna be like, "You guys call yourselves professional wrestlers, and this is how you conduct yourselves? Cheating, going behind the referee's back." Which, mind you, Walter has cheated many times. He's just being a huge hypocrite here. And he's like, "And you, the idiot American fans, you cheer for this?" And the crowd cheers, you know, best friend. And he's like, "Next week, Orange Cassidy, I invite you to accept my open challenge, and I will teach you a lesson on what it means to be a true professional wrestler." So yeah, Walter inviting Orange Cassidy to step up to the open challenge because he's so mad that they cheated. He's so mad. Well, if Orange worked the crowd, Chuck and Trent can just be background players. Timothy. Oh wait, no background, not off screen. Let's get Axel in there. Oh yeah, the honorable Walter, extremely offended that the best friend cheated to beat his boys. Whatever, I wrote NXT by accident. Oh yeah, I'm not sitting in an awkward position. My cat is on my lap again, and then I have my microphone in the way, so it was just hard for me to type there. Why am I explaining this? Let's see, are they being overused? Axel Tischer is? Alright, so we'll make the match 13. Okay, we need to steal the show in a wild brawl. Alright, I've got some promo ideas though, so we'll do that first. We're gonna do a big show opening promo. You know, I love to do those. I've got Mox. Of course, he's talking about AJ Styles, Kenny Omega. He mocks his mission. He wants the title shot. He wants his world championship back. But last week they attacked AJ Styles before they wrestled SCU in the main event and won. So yeah, we're gonna have AJ Styles is gonna come out and he's gonna respond. And yeah, I want AJ Styles to be. He's gonna come out and say, like, you know, "I've had it with you, Jon Moxley. You interfered in my match against Kenny Omega. You know, everybody knows that right now I should be the AEW World Champion because AJ Styles is the best wrestler in the world. Not you, Jon Moxley. Not Kenny Omega. Me. And you know, if you want to keep running your mouth, why don't me and you have a match and we can find out who really deserves the next title shot?" But then we're gonna have Kenny Omega come out. Yeah, we're gonna have Kenny come out, and Kenny is gonna say, "You know, it seems like you're fed up, Jon Moxley, and you're fed up, AJ Styles. Well, you know what? I'm fed up too. I'm tired of having to listen to you guys run around here and call yourselves the best wrestler in the world. I'm the AEW World Champion. That means that I'm the best in the world, and I will prove it next week at AEW Dynamite HEATWAVE. You have to say it like that. But yeah, AEW Dynamite HEATWAVE against both of you. Kenny Omega, AJ Styles, Jon Moxley, triple threat match. And after I win this, there will be no questions about it. There will be no more doubts, no more discussions. Everybody will know that the best bout machine, Kenny Omega, is the best wrestler in the world. Yeah, super big match. We're doing Kenny versus Jon versus AJ. I think we got a angle idea for Kenny. That's a safe bet. All right, we'll use it. We'll take that bet. All right, it's 8 minutes of the show right there. Boom. But yeah, we're setting up a huge match for next week. Kenny versus Mox versus AJ for the world title. I mean, I hope it does better than Kenny versus AJ one-on-one did. That match only got an 80. Yeah, so it's time to redeem ourselves and redeem the world championship. I've got storytelling. We need a steal the show and a wild brawl. This is still cold. Oh damn, this is just cold, man. This lost heat. Let me take a look at something. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do the Young Bucks versus the End Time next week, so maybe the End Time can just squash somebody this week. We've already got 2 tag matches, but you know, it doesn't hurt to have more than that. There's no rule that says you can only do 1 tag match. We can bring in Leonard F. Shakarason. Let's see, who else can brawl? Chris Brooks can kind of brawl. Oh, you know, we should get Claudio and Kanta out there. They had a promo last time. Let's see, who can they face? I think Jonah Rock and Tom Lawler can brawl, but it wouldn't really make sense. We do Brian Cage and Joel Dwyer. Have we done this already? This seems like a match I would have done. No, we have not. And I'm assuming Joe Doran can brawl. That's fine. Good enough. Good enough for me. All right, 10 minutes. Wild brawl. Let's go ahead and give the win to Big Claudio. Let's just make this a storyline also. All right, yeah, we're telling the story that Don Callis is going around trying to find clients. You know, he's trying to get into the managerial game in AEW, and he's kind of scouting Claudio Castagnoli and Kenta right now. Although even though he is a heel and they're baby faces, so obviously they're not going to be managed by Don Callis, but he's after them. We're gonna put him at ringside. Or, you know, actually, we can put him on commentary. All right, yeah, we need to steal the show, and then we need to book 62 more minutes. Man, I'm trying to think of a heel tag team to wrestle the Young Bucks that's not the End Time. I'm really not sure who that would be. For a second, I wasn't sure if Leo Rush was heel or face, but I'm like, oh yeah, he's a face. Damn. See, there's probably a team I'm not thinking of. I mean, they've already wrestled these guys way too much. They can wrestle Suzuki-gun, I guess. We just gave Suzuki-gun a win on Dark, and we were gonna give him another loss, but yeah, that could be a cool match. And then we'll do a in-ring promo where the end kind of warn the Young Bucks that they're coming for the titles next week. Oh, I didn't even book it. Oh my god, what am I doing? I just wrote the name and was like, yep, that's it. definitely foreshadowing. Here, we'll just have the Young Bucks working the crowd. They don't need to actually respond. All right, we've looked literally just all tag matches on this show. I kind of want to get a singles match on here, but I don't know. I think the playlist ended. Oh no. Exposed. Here. Oh, did I not actually start playing the music? Okay. Oh, we should give Cody a singles match. All right, who's Big Cody gonna face then? And because it's Cody, it's probably gonna be the main event. He also wrestles Psycho Clown. God, we don't have any like really over heels that aren't doing anything. Like I guess Santana and Ortiz, but why would they one of them wrestle Cody? There's MJF who's injured. Oh, there's Bandito. God, this is gonna be a stinker of a show. I can feel it. This is gonna be a bad episode of Dynamite. But it's because we're setting up to all the good stuff being next week. I mean, we have a women's tag title match though, so that's something. All right, Cody versus Bandito. Man, see, I don't know if this is a good enough main event. We could have the women's tag titles main event just because it's a title match, but I don't know I'm a broken record at this point, but the problem is they're not over. And it's like we just did Death Riders versus SCU. We're doing the big title match next week. Huh. This is a weird show. I mean, we could also do like Tommaso Ciampa one-on-one with a member of the Dark Order, but again, we still need a main event. I feel like Cody versus Bandito is a way better main event than Tommaso Ciampa versus Chris Brooks. You know? Do we have like a creative finish? I'm about to do something very stupid and have this match with no with 4 unimportant people main event the show. Got a safe bet. We're using it. All right, screw it. We're gonna let the women's tag title main event. Screw it. And we're still gonna do Cody versus Bandito. Why not? Cody versus Bandito. We're gonna get a full 15 minutes. We might open the show with this, honestly. Open match. Cody's gonna get the clean win. All right, we need 27 more minutes. Cody should definitely cut a promo. Oh yeah, and I forgot. We're actually gonna open the show with this, but Cody can still cut a promo. All right, yeah. Basically, Cody's kind of cutting the same promo that Adam Page cut last week, where he says, you know, I've been wrestling in some tag matches lately, but I think now it's time that I refocus my career and work on getting singles wins so I can get myself back into title contention. Well, we're not going to make the same mistake twice. We're going to actually put Maxwell off screen so it advances the goddamn storyline. I'll put Adam Page just because. And you know what? 5 minutes. Screw it. We've got to fill time on this show anyways. All right, then we can do let's give Hikaru Shida and Mika Iwata a backstage promo just because. Yeah, they're in the main event, so they got a quick 2-minute promo. Let's get Renee Young. Can we cheat and do Renee Paquette character development and just put the other two as background players? Is that cheating? Is this just straight up cheating? I don't know, it probably is, but we're gonna do it anyways. Yeah, we've got a bunch of likelies, so yeah, we're just gonna have to raw dog this one. Still need 20 more minutes. We could probably squeeze another singles match on here, actually. Actually, yeah, screw it. We'll do Tommaso Ciampa versus one of the Dark Order guys. Chris Brooks is recognizable. Who else is there? Oh, there's Evil Uno and Stu Grayson, right? Who's like the best actually in ring? Evil Uno's a better brawler. All right, we'll do Evil Uno. I'll put Darby at ringside, and we'll put here, we're not gonna have Brody King at ringside, but we will do Ultramantis Black and Stu Grayson. Chris Brooks can be there, why not? But not Brody. You know, he's the leader of the group. He's not gonna be out here for every single match they have. All right, let's go ahead and give Tommaso Ciampa a promo on Dynamite. Whoa. Yeah, well, Tommaso Ciampa cut a promo. He's trying to convince Chris Brooks to not be a part of this group anymore. But the Dark Order, you know, they're not going to respond, but they're just going to leave. We're going to leave him on red. Also, speaking of Tommaso Ciampa on Dynamite, I hope he does well in AEW. Like, actually. I feel like the last Tommaso Ciampa match I even watched was it was like a 3-way ladder match on SmackDown or something a while back, where it was like DIY, Motor City Machine Guns, and I want to say it was Axiom and Nathan Frazier. Yeah, I've always liked Tommaso Ciampa, so I hope he does well in AEW. Darby in there. Oh, I guess Stokely should cut a promo complaining about Kong having to wrestle a mystery opponent. God, I feel like at this point we should just put Tony Khan in the storyline, since we just keep doing promos where Stokely Hathaway is just mad at Tony Khan. Yeah, we'll do tease. For a second, I thought about doing comedy, but I was like, I'm sure Stokely can do comedy, but I don't know about Kong. Yeah, I feel like the last thing the show is missing is just a good old Jon Moxley promo right before the main event to bring the crowd back from whatever the hell else we've booked right before that. Yeah, we're gonna do foreshadowing. Yeah, Jon Moxley gonna obviously gonna put himself over and gonna bury Kenny Omega and AJ Styles. He says he's finally gonna prove what he's been saying the whole time, that he's still the best wrestler in the world. You know, it's pretty funny. This feud is just all three of these guys wanting to be the best wrestler. But they, you know, it's just like Kenny Omega and AJ Styles are honorable. You know, they just want to have good matches and, you know, pick up big wins. Jon Moxley doesn't care about any of that. He's just like, you know, if I gotta cheat, I'll cheat. If I gotta attack you backstage, I'll attack you backstage. Do we have like a Moxley? I feel like I did this check earlier. No, we have a Kenny Omega one. No Adam Page on the show, unfortunately. I mean, we can give him a promo, maybe. Screw it, yeah. All right, we're gonna do a promo where he's gonna. Melissa Santos is gonna interview him and ask him about your good friend Cody Rhodes said earlier that he's also focusing on singles competition and that he also wants to work his way up the ranks. How do you feel about that? And Adam Page is like, you know, Cody Rhodes, he's one of my best friends. I wish him all the best, you know. You know, we both got in this business for a reason. We both want to be the champion, you know. Got nothing bad to say again about him. All right, there we go. So yeah, that's our episode of Dynamite. Yeah, we're taking a big risk here, putting the women's tag title match in the main event. I really want all the women to get over. I want them to have good matches. I don't know. Yeah, maybe it would be smarter and safer to just do the Young Bucks versus Suzuki-gun. But whatever, we're doing this anyways. We're taking a risk. Yeah. And I hope the show gets at least like an 80. An 80 seems I don't know. Whatever. Let's go. Right, we announced officially that Kenny Omega, Jon Moxley, and AJ Styles are gonna have a three-way match next week for the title. That gets an 82. I'm glad. This is a big angle for us, a big match. Cody Rhodes versus Bandito gets an 85. Damn. Just randomly threw this out there. Yeah, the crowd, they love when they get to see Cody. Man, this promo got a 92. Oh my god. Damn, shout out to Cody. I should book this guy on the show more often. Claudio Castagnoli sustained a broken neck? Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, that's such bad luck. Oh, the match got a 71. He still hit the neutralizer with a broken neck? Oh my god. Oh, man. Jesus, that's terrible. Holy. Wow. All right, the storyline didn't gain or lose heat here. That's fine. We cheated and had Renee talk. All right, Tommaso Ciampa versus Evil Uno gets 74. A solid match. And yes, the storyline gained heat. Can we like please get this storyline up to like 70 heat at least? Oh, 72. It's hot. Yes. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Tommaso Ciampa. I knew we could do it. I knew not to give up on this. So yeah, we can hopefully when we do Tommaso versus Brody Lee, it's really good. Oh, and the storyline immediately loses heat due to Tommaso's promo. No. 69. Still hot. Still hot. It lost 3 points. All right. Hangman Page backstage interview gets a 74. Best Friends versus Ring Camp in a storytelling match gets a 68. The Best Friends straight up cheating to get the win here. The crowd's into it, but Walter is not. He's very displeased. Walter promo, not the best promo from Walter, but everybody has off nights. 64. Oh, Big Stoke with the 75. All right, I knew you had it in you, Stokely. Man, I don't have it in me to speak. The Young Bucks versus Suzuki-gun and what probably should be our main event gets an 80. Yeah, they steal the show match. I only gave him 12 minutes. I should have given him more. Yeah, great match here. Just getting more momentum for the Young Bucks going into that tag title defense next week. Yeah, and the promo afterwards gets a 70. This was all Jimmy Jacobs too, so shout out to Jimmy Jacobs. 70 promo. Jon Moxley promo gets an 81. All right, let's see what this main event does. Let's see. It's finally time. Oh, a 75. All right. Oh no, but the fans are starting to get bored at the hint of her face turn. Wait, we're turning her face right now. No. We're literally turning her face right now. Please. Yes, turn face. Oh, gimmick idea success. Oh, her gimmick got an initial rating of great. Let's go. Ah! If we had done it 1 week ago, I think it would have been okay. Ah. All right, well, lesson learned for next time, right? Don't start teasing the turn too early. Man, that stinks. Oh, the turn went pretty well though. Okay. Okay then. Oh, and Kagetsu had a poor gimmick, so yeah, we changed it. Very good. All right, well, Dale's high leader gimmick, very good. All right, you know what? I've got to say, even though this match wasn't as good as the Young Bucks match, I'm very pleased with a 75. And yeah, defense number 1 of the women's tag titles is in the books. And Hana Kimura is finally a babyface. Oh, and the show got an 85. Wow. All right. Better than I thought it'd do. Wow. I've got to believe in my roster more. All right, and after all that excitement, it's time to book Dark. Let's take a look at the roster real quick. Hikaru Shida, are you over? Oh, Hikaru Shida is recognizable. Let's go. Yes. Hikaru Shida is recognizable. Yes. Mika Iwata? Still unimportant. All right. Hana Kimura? Still unimportant. Damn. Wow, they're so close. All right, their gimmick is great though. So yeah, they're right there. Nagetsu, unimportant. Hazuki, I'm sure, yeah, unimportant. All right, well, we got over Hikaru Shida. Yeah, that's awesome. Hell yeah. I'm glad. And freaking, oh my god, she's over in Japan. All right, so what the hell are we gonna book on Dark? Oh yeah, freaking Claudio broke his neck. Claudio is out till next August. Oh my god. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. I'm so sorry, Claudio. Man. Oh, that's brutal. All right, well, I guess Kent is joining Don Callis, huh? All right, man. Damn. Sorry, Claudio. Jesus. Whew. All right, that's unfortunate. Let's book stuff. All right, Kento Miyahara has not had a match in a good while, so let's get him back out here. Kenzo Miyahara, Will Hobbs, maybe? And it's chilly momentum. Yeah, should this be a wild brawl? We'll just leave this as a normal match. We'll give Kento the win. We'll have it open, clean win. All right, I wanna oh yeah, we need We need to build up to Hijo del Fantasma being fire, basically. So let's do we should give Hijo del Fantasma a match, I guess. Or no, we'll give Wagner. We could just straight up give the Lucha Bros a match, maybe. We do like, cause I was gonna do the Lucha Bros versus Laredo Kid and Hijo del Vikingo, but Hijo del Vikingo has they have bad chemistry together, him and Laredo Kid. But we could do like Laredo Kid and Dragon Lee, maybe. Yeah, that'll probably be the main event of this show. We'll steal the show, and of course, we're gonna put over the Lucha Brothers. And we'll do at ringside Hijo del Fantasma. Although he doesn't have to be there. This isn't a storyline, but whatever. And let's do an angle that comes before that, backstage. So we're gonna do Melissa Santos, interviewer. When does Andrade debut, by the way? 10 days. All right, cool. I'll do 2 minutes of this, and then 1 minute. Or I mean, God, do I even want to do this actually? Because see, my idea was to build. We've done a bunch of like lucha trios matches and tag matches, and my idea was to do a thing where Hijo del Fantasma challenges them and then recruits Garza Jr. and Humberto. But then they would turn on him, and it turns out that they're actually working with Andrade. But if I'm gonna fire Hijo del Fantasma, maybe it's like maybe we don't even do that then. Maybe we just have Garza and Humberto show up when Andrade is actually here. You know what? Screw it. We're gonna fire him anyways. Let's just put him in the match. I'll talk to Wagner Dragon Lee. All right, now we're gonna have Phantasma lose since he's gonna get the boot soon. All right, main event. Dragon Lee is being used too much. I do not care. All right, let's get Awesome Kong, somebody to squash. Sure. All right, this is just gonna be a straight up squash match. Awesome Kong. Let's give AJ Styles a promo. Since he is getting a world title match, so I think he can cut a promo on Dark about it. That's fine, right?
Let's look at the funk. This is most disturbing.
Renee in there. We need 12 more minutes. See, should we give Brody Lee another promo? Amy Jacobs is also here. Oh, you know what? Let's give the best friends promos, actually. Oh yeah, I want to do this angle where the best friends are trying they're trying to hype up Orange Cassidy. Like, you know, Walter, you don't know what you signed yourself up for. Your Orange Cassidy is just, you know, really trying to make it seem like Orange Cassidy is gonna give Walter a run for his money, but the whole time Orange Cassidy is just kind of like, I don't really want to, you know. Like, he doesn't actually want to wrestle Walter. Chuck, Talk, Orange, Comic Relief, Brent. You just stand there.
Free love was too tame for him.
Oh, we could give Tom Lawler and the Jonah Rock a match, maybe. Oh, Danny Lamlet's a heel? I thought he was a face.
Free love was too tame for him. Free love was too tame for him.
Oh, we got Flip Gordon here. I forgot about that.
Too tame for him. Tame for him. Free love was too tame for him. Free love was too tame for him. Free love was tame for him. Tame for him.
There's also Kip Sabian, who I don't know how I didn't fire this guy last time. So Kip Sabian and Flip Gordon. He hasn't yet. What? Man. The one time I will ever be excited about Flip Williams. Flip Williams. Flip Williams. All right. Who's gonna team with Kip Sabian? Why does it feel like it's like all heels and then like Jurassic Express and Top Flight? Hey, Latigo's a face. What? All right, new plan. We're just gonna have them beat Jurassic Express. I'm sorry, Kip Sabian. Maybe next time. Oh yeah, Tom Lawler. Yeah, Jack Evans and Luchasaurus. Oh wait, no, is his name Jungle Boy? Yeah. Can we do an 8-minute match with these people? Oh, we'll give the win to Jonah Rock. Oh no, now we have too much wrestling. You know, I've been wanting to bring Ricky Starks up from developmental and have him, you know, team with Will Hobbs. So maybe we could do that now, or start doing that now. I've got no like long-term plans for them whatsoever. I barely have long-term plans for anyone, but here, we'll try it out. Oh, 37 to 82. Whoa. Ugh. We'll do a 3-minute backstage segment where basically Ricky Starks is gonna go up to Will Hobbs and be like, "Man, what the hell happened to you, man? Every time I see you on the show, I feel like you're losing matches. You know, you're big, you're bad, you're Will Hobbs. You shouldn't be out here losing. You should be out here kicking these guys' ass. You know, you got to stick with me. You know, together, me and you, we can get stuff done around here." So yeah, we should just bring yeah, we're not gonna let Will Hobbs speak. We gotta remember to just bring Ricky Starks up from Dev. All right, yeah, we're 83%, so we're good to go. I've got no clue. Let's just run this. All right, pretty good match. 75. Kent Smear, Will Hobbs. You know, I would like to see this match in real life, actually. I think it'd be pretty good. All right, AJ Styles promo gets a 65. Not great. Tom Lawler and Jonah Rock just kind of picking up a win over Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy, gets a 69. Jonah Rock's like one of the people I'm trying to get over, but like, you know, we're not really like pushing him specifically. He's just MJF's backup, but I would like for him to be over. He's got good stats. All right, Ricky Starks gets a 49. All right, thank you, Ricky. Awesome Kong squashing Roxy gets a 70. All right. Good show so far. The backstage segment with Best Friends gets a 59. I feel like whenever I try to do comedy segments, they just don't do that well. I don't know. Although, yeah, he has a comedy gimmick and is suited to be in comic relief. All right. Well, at least that went well. All right, and our big main event gets an 80. Yeah, I'm not worried about Yolo Phantasma's turn getting a bad reaction because we're gonna find. And Dragon Lee was off this game. Whatever. All right, an 80 dark. You know what? Pretty solid, considering that I came into this with absolutely no idea what I was gonna book. Pretty solid. Yeah. Oh man, and freaking poor Claudio Castagnoli is gonna be out for over a year, man. Well, that sucks. I was thinking we could do some kind of storyline where, you know, Chris Hero arrives in AEW and Claudio starts teaming with him, and maybe Kenta would then like turn on them and join the Don Callis family, or just join Don Callis. Or we could have gone another direction and had Claudio be the one to turn. But yeah, it looks like we're not going to be doing any of that now. We made money, popularity. All right, yeah, and I guess that's going to do it for this very long episode. I've been streaming for almost 3.5 hours. Wow, the time kind of flew by. But yeah, we've set up a few big matches for next week. We've got a triple threat world title match coming up. We've got the Young Bucks. They're gonna defend the tag titles against Jimmy Jacobs and Brody King. I know we were saying that Walter invited Orange Cassidy to accept his open challenge, but it's an open challenge, so we're gonna have Orange Cassidy come out and just to psych out Walter, but then PCO is actually gonna be the one in the match. So yeah, we got some cool stuff coming next time. If you enjoyed this, please like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'm Hijo del Amigo. You can catch me on Twitch at Hijo del Amigo, same as my YouTube. Yeah, and that's gonna do it for this episode of All Elite again. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a nice day. Take it easy.